The faster the vaccinations happen, the faster life can return to normal. And tonight, Colorado leaders are determined to get us back to as close to normal as quickly as possible.
Teachers and people over the age of 65 became eligible for a vaccine today. Many have already scheduled a first appointment.
And this is an unprecedented public health effort.
Denver 7's Gary Brode is live tonight to walk us through the evolving process and the pitfalls. Gary?
Yeah, well, I did talk to the president of Colorado Education Association, and she tells me not a lot of educators received their vaccine today, but expects that to change as the week goes on and into the next couple of weeks as well. I did speak to one teacher who received his shot today. He calls it a relief.
It's been a long time coming.
Chris Landis is a fifth grade teacher at Colfax Elementary. He's also one of the first educators around the state to receive the COVID-19 vaccinations as part of the 1B2 group.
And just knowing that there's a lot of folks within our school community who don't have access to the vaccine yet is definitely something that's like on my mind.
Landis says his job has been stressful since they went back to in-person learning last month.
Elementary schoolers don't do a great job of understanding how far 6 feet is, so that's been really scary, I think.
Parking lot go!
It's that concern that drove these educators to make a mad rush over the weekend after receiving a text that there was an extra 200 vaccines available.
It just speaks to how anxious educators are to get vaccinated. I mean, you know, they received a text message and people were literally running to their cars, running from their cars to be one of those 200 to get in line.
Amy Baca is the president of the Colorado Education Association. She expects the nearly 100,000 educators across the state to be vaccinated evenly over the next 3 weeks.
I think there's a lot of excitement, but also just a lot of anxious energy. You know, there's still a lot of people who don't know when they will get their appointment, so they're waiting patiently to see if they get that text message or that phone call.
I don't really know how we can get too much back to normal.
Amy Fusco is an early childhood educator. She received her first round of the vaccine January 29th as part of the first 1B group. Like Landis, she's still concerned despite being closer to the second round of the vaccine.
I am still a little apprehensive. You know, I have a couple more weeks before I'm eligible for my second dose. And what happens if I'm exposed or, you know, actually contract the virus between now and then?
I did speak with the representatives of some of the major hospitals around the state. They say that some of them did start to vaccinate that 1B2 group today. Meanwhile, others worked on a plan and they expect to begin tomorrow. Reporting live in Denver, Gary Brode, Denver 7.
Yeah, we're making